A Patterson Springs bed and breakfast was not meant to be a bed and breakfast in 1952 when my mom and dad bought the place and decided to turn it into a wonderful home. As Kim has said, it was not a very wonderful home to begin with, and my grandparents couldn't understand what was wrong with them wanting to buy such a dump. But my grandmother, my mother's mother, as often is the case, went to work to help her turn this into a home. It took 13 gallons of varnish remover to take all the paint off of the stairway in the entry, and they dug up out of a building the shutters and repaired and fixed them and oiled them and put them all around the windows. There were 2 exits out of the kitchen and out of the dining room, and my mother decided to put in a picture window in one of the door spaces. Even though it wasn't keeping with the architect of the house, she loved the scenery to the east and down the hill and to the bluff where the springs were, so she decided that she would put it in anyway. We lived here together. She sold real estate. When you come here, there's a big sign that says house sold, and it's a big heart. And that you need to know is for you to follow the sign of the heart, and you will know that you are here at a Patterson Springs bed and breakfast. My mother remarried in 1975 to Palmer Cox, and he built on the new addition. He called it the Grand Hall and the office area, which they later used as a downstairs bedroom. This living room used to have a wall right in here, and it was a downstairs bedroom with a closet. There must have been some damage, or the wall came down, and now it's the gathering room, which we will use for parties and showers and birthday parties and Christmas decoration gatherings and scrapbooking and book clubs and bridge club. Anything fun that we can think of to do, we plan on doing here. I'm going to teach crochet. We're going to make some pots. I hope that we can just celebrate good times in this house because we've had so many.
The style of the house is not anything that's specific. It has features of different architectural styles. Rosemary had it analyzed when they bought the house in 1952 by some architects with the U of I guess. And they say it's a cross between an Italianate style and a Gothic revival style, which at the time they've told her in a letter that we have that isn't so desirable. You want something that's a specific style, but it has features from different styles, and I guess as time has gone on, it's become more acceptable to have a mixture of different styles in the architecture.
I'd like to give you a tour of our bed and breakfast, and we're going to start with the entry. I've already talked about the 13 gallons of varnish remover that my mom and grandmother used to make it a pretty stairway. So we're going to turn left and go into what we always refer to as the den. When Kim and I decided to turn this into a bed and breakfast, he asked if he could kind of make that be his room, and I said I thought that would be great. So we took down several of the more girly things and we put in some more manly things, such as?
We have, Rosemary had some deer antlers, but we had a buffalo skull and a deer skull, and some military pictures and pictures that like Marylee said, are more male-oriented maybe, history and military.
There's also a poster of the Chautauqua from 1912, which is in the den and adds a different era of history. Some people go through the bed and breakfast and think we don't have a TV, but it's hidden away in an old
pie safe.
Pie safe. Then as you go up the stairs, there are 2 bedrooms. There's a bedroom that is the king-size room, and it's a blue room. There's a crocheted picture of the Lord's Supper, and the hooked rugs that my grandmother did are placed in different spots so they won't be walked on. She did a tree of life that I'm very pleased with. There's an entry hall. Then there's a photo gallery of my mom and me, and of my dad and my mom, and of Palmer Cox, my stepfather and my mom, of our kids and of us. Then there were 3 bedrooms originally upstairs. My bedroom was Bill Huber's bedroom when he lived here. It was all painted blue, including the woodwork, and it took a lot of time to get that blue out of it into a pink room for me. And the 3rd bedroom they made into a bathroom. They used part of it for closets and both of the rooms. And that's the upstairs. So as you come down the stairs, you can go out on the porch, and it's a full wraparound front porch with screens. We have 5 tables and chairs to go with it. I can seat about 30 people for a spring or summer party. And we also sell Doc Botter honey. As you come into this gathering room, as I mentioned, it was a bedroom and a living room, and now it's just a large gathering room. We have enough for people to gather in a shower, and once again, it holds about 25 to 30 people. We've had showers, we've had birthday parties, we had a spring tea, and wonderful food that was there. You move on to the dining room, and I have my mother's silver, her china. We use snack trays and glasses, which are from an era gone by. I have red dishes that we can use. And then there is our chef, Chef McGee. He does many wonderful, delicious breakfasts for our guests to eat. We can serve any time that they want to eat. It can be a late brunch or an early breakfast, depending upon whether they want to get a start off early or not. I also neglected to mention that this could be a horse hotel also. We have a chicken house stable and a pasture to the north where my pony always lived. And you would be most welcome to bring your horse, ride at the Patterson Springs stable, which is owned by Jeff and Meredith Foster, our daughter, and enjoy a weekend in that respect also. The kitchen, my mother liked red and ruby and cranberry glass. The kitchen has a red sink. It has an old ice box. She had lots of angel decorations, and when we gathered all of the angel things into the entry to the back for the massage room, it was fun because Sarah decided to name her massage place Angels Gather Here. And so we have 2 lanterns that are lit. We have several angel statues that are special to us. And then Sarah, being a very good friend, wanted to help me be able to keep this bed and breakfast going. So she does her massage here. She does couples massage. If you want a couple massage, you need to make an appointment before you come. I have a lady who sells herbs and plants in my old playhouse. It's decorated really special. She also used the wheelbarrow that we always had to mix the cement paint in for the Olympic-sized pool, and she turned it into a little fairy garden that I just think is precious. We would like to invite you to come and spend a historic weekend with us. Kim and Marylee McGee at 920 North County Road, 2510E, Newman, Illinois, 61942. And the address for a Patterson Springs Bed and Breakfast is 979 North County Road, 1500 East, Camargo, Illinois, 61919.
We don't have a website, but you can get to us on Facebook if you ask for a Patterson Springs Bed and Breakfast. That's got our phone numbers and our contact information on that, so that's how we could get a reservation if you're interested.
Hope to see you soon.